Hello everyone, how are you doing today? And happy Equinox. This is the Equinox Energies. I'm having the spring one. Some of you, in the Southern Hemisphere, are going to be experiencing the autumnal equinox. But either way, it's a balance of light and day. And it doesn't matter whether you're heading into spring or heading into fall, winter. It's still about that balance of light and dark, of shadow and light, and working from both aspects of knowing your shadow so you can use the light to heal yourself, or at least let your shadow know it's safe. And that can be a really important thing to do. So, yeah, let's just get into the reading. Right. Oh, also, if you're interested, we're still doing energy workshops in the Heart Light Transmission group over on Facebook. So links down below if you want to join in on that. And also check out 5 tarot spreads you can't live without. They're like 5 of my favorite, easy and simple to use, being keyword easy and simple. Love easy and simple. It's so much easier than some huge thing that you're never going to do. But check that out too. I'll pop the link down below. But yeah, otherwise, let's just get into the reading today and see what the time frame from the equinox to this next one would be. No, it's like, I want brain crap. Until Beltane. That would be May 1st, May Day. So I have the Insta Oracle and the Holly Simple Tarot this time around. So, oh, Hollywood. And there's the case. So, guide card for the time frame between March equinox and May 1st is Hollywood. So, what is it saying to us? Be present where you are popped into my head. Whatever. Times it's interesting what pops in there, because my main clair is Clairaudience. So sometimes it's like, boy, I hear these things like inside the head, or sometimes not on inside the head. Those are kind of freaky ones. But so be present where you are. What's your Hollywood, and how are you being present where you are and not be like, oh, I want to be over here in Hollywood where everything's beautiful and wonderful, and then you get to Hollywood and you're like, wait a minute, Hollywood's a lot like where I left, because you brought everything with you that you had where you were. Because like there are situations that are linked to location, but a lot of times the situations we're really trying to run from are inside, so you can't really run from yourself, because yeah, it doesn't work so well, does it? So this is really looking at where are you? Be present there and take a look at the feeling of, like, if you have that feeling of like of not feeling so awesome where you are at the moment. Is that an internal feeling, or is that an external feeling that could be resolved by a big move? Good chance, I'm betting, your Hollywood, you know, it's like the saying, the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side of the fence because it's an optical illusion. So when you get over to the other side of the fence, it's not as green, and the other side is greener. That's the kind of energy that's coming up with Hollywood. It's like, oh, that looks so good over there, I'm going to go there. And then you're like, ugh, that looks so good over there. And then you go over there and you go, ugh. Because you're taking your baggage with you, and if you keep making your baggage with you, even a move for the right reason is going to be more difficult. So make the internal shifts. Then you can check in and see if you need to move to whatever your Hollywood is manifesting as. So let's draw 2 more cards. So really, there's some internal work that needs to happen to make sure you're really checking in where you need to be and not pretending like you're somewhere else. Is gonna solve all the issues and all the problems, because that doesn't. You may hope it does, but it doesn't. So if you're moving to escape yourself, it's not going to work. It's really annoying today because when I started this video 5 minutes ago, it was snowing, and now the light's coming back. You're just going to have to suffer. So, Holly's Simple Wisdom today. This is one of my favorite decks. I really love how she created this. And she has a couple other decks out that I would like to pick up, but you know how that is. Okay. So we got the Daughter of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay. So, Daughter of Cups is reminding us to bring in some emotional balance, to balance the emotions with intuition and logic. Because sometimes we need to bring intuition and logic together to really to sort it out and work out what we're going, especially with that whole concept with Hollywood and the grass is greener on the other side, when it's really just an optical illusion. So we're bringing in our emotional intelligence to work with our intellect and help us understand where things are popping up. Where is that issue of like, oh, why do I feel like if I just move, it's going to all work out? When I haven't done the internal work, I haven't balanced my emotions and my intuition with my logic, and I'm just working on like, wishful thinking. And wishful thinking is very different from intuition. Wishful thinking is that thing that's like, it's always right around the corner. Always. There's no progress. There's no signs of like anything changing. It's always like, it's just almost, I can feel it. And then 3 years later, you can still feel it. It's not what the Daughter of Cups is wanting us to do. Daughter of Cups wants us to look at where we are, why we think this whatever is going to change us if we don't work and do the internal work of using our true intuition and trusting our soul knowledge so we can move beyond what that concept of like, if I just move, it'll be better, when, like I said, optical illusion. We need to really pay attention to the intuition and make sure that intuition is intuitive and not wishful thinking. And the more you engage with your real intuition, the more you're going to understand the difference between it and wishful thinking. Because sometimes there's a really, really, really fine line of being like, it's going to be so awesome. And it's fine to be like positive and upbeat and set, it's like, I'm going to do it. But you got to do the work. You can't ignore the work right now. So between this time frame of the equinox and maybe May 1st, you need to make sure you're doing your internal work and trust what's coming to you. Trust those intuitive hits. Don't talk them out. Don't throw them in the bonfire of doubt and burn them up. Trust them. Use them to guide you out of that grass is greener on the other side energy and wishful thinking into true knowing. So we've got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands, often for me, reminds me to bring in the balance of my fire. Of bringing in that balancing act, because we got some water and then we got some fire. And that means steam. So you can like steamroll yourself with your wishful thinking to get to your Hollywood because you're not bringing in a good base. There's a lot of this is the internal work you need to do for the next month or so between equinox and May 1st. The work is building this balance, this stable balance of using your creative abilities. And by creative, I do not necessarily mean artistic abilities. Those are two different things. Creative abilities of what needs to happen. Do you need to cook more home-cooked meals? Do you need to meditate? Do you simply need to live the life you have the best you can? How can you be artful and skillful within your presence and awareness of where you are right now? Creating a good base So you know, if you're headed towards the Hollywood, that you've done this internal work and you're not working on wishful thinking and optical illusions. That the Daughter of Cups has helped you trust your intuitive hits and moved into something really fruitful and knowing, because you took the time to do the internal work and know where you need to be. Know what you need to do. And it may be that you need to go to your Hollywood. It may be that time after you've done the work, so you know that when you make that huge move, you're on the right path. And that it's going to feel super good when you make that choice. And it's not going to feel doubtful. It's not going to feel like, yeah, it's right around the corner. If I just go here, it's just going to be right around. No, right around that corner. Okay, let's go out and pick an affirmation card. I think it fits very well. It's I hear, I listen, I know. So this is just backing up everything. You're hearing, feel, see, know, smell, taste. Basically your main clair. My main clair is clairaudience, so I tend to default to hearing based language. So I hear, I listen, I know, I see, I saw processed. I know. So use your main clair. Trust it to bring in what you need to do for the next couple months until we hit May 1st. Let's do a little light language balancing before we move on. Makala he pahala moe pe kani pila mani ke jana kala bala para hi bala badata ni jini kena monde dibitrai ke hona mole she kena badari bichiki shemaka ukapalan mi jana kabadlashi kada hai anumuka he nakalamashi doma he la Heka petipit loa mi. Jupakatani. Heka nani alabaan upetin kabadalashi katati. Hebatashahana he numokapeti. Jishakanani la pa. Bodala ketipit nita nina. Ogabadalashi kani kata. Kapadalakatiko lapatashina katehe. Hola bakalashana sike. Jinobonamani. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful equinox and go out there and be the love in the world. Bye-bye.